it's Matt Brown, and we are going to do the simple lullaby that closes off Melancholy. This is Farewell and Goodnight. So, a really good song to look at if you're just getting into open tunings or just a good beginner song to play. Okay, so with the tuning, it's the same tuning that we had for muzzle. So what we're doing is we're tuning every string down a half step, except for the second string, which is going down a step and a half. So what this does, we're in the key of C major for this song, concert key of B major, I guess. And so what we have is a C6 chord that's played throughout the song. And so essentially what this tuning does is it allows you to play a C6 chord with a really easy fingering. You know, in standard tuning it would be like this kind of a grip, whereas here we have a much easier way of playing the chord. Also then we have that A note used as kind of like a high color tone in the chords that we use. Alright, so let's get after the chords here. The intro, after the percussion does its thing and comes in, we're just playing a C6 chord over and over. So it's a fifth string root, so it's 3, 2, open, open, open. So the rhythm that we have for the first four measures here is like this. Alright, so he's playing dotted 8th to 16th notes, except for on beat 4 of every other measure, where he's doing an 8th with 2 16th notes, which is kind of like the acoustic guitar equivalent of doing a drum fill. Alright, the second guitar, the overdub, all it's doing is starting in the second measure where the guitars are in, it's strumming this C6 chord and holding it for a whole note. And it's rocking in 8th notes, so you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with the wah. Alright, so that you're holding that for a whole note, then you're going to strum it again. And this time you're going to hold it for 2 full measures and do the waka 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 thing. With the verse part, the first chord he strums, he holds for a whole note, and then from there on he's doing half notes mainly. Okay, so when the verse starts, the guitar rhythm gets a little bit busier, and I'll play through the full verse for you here, at least up to where James E. Haas starts singing. So here's what we have. So, the rhythm is improvised, a lot of dotted 8th to 16th figures, or a lot of 8th and 2 16th type rhythm figures. So just group with the drums. Alright, so we have 2 measures of the C6 chord. The next chord we have is in F major 7, so that's a 4th string root, and it's 3, 2, open, open. That's 2 measures. Then we're going back to C6 for 2 measures. Then we're going to go to a G add 11. So that's 3, 2, open, open, 3 for just 1 measure. And to an F major 7 for 1 measure. And this is a different F major 7. It's 1, 3, 3, 2, open, open. So a really nice sounding chord since you have that unison there. Alright, so James E. Haas starts singing, and his verse is a little bit shorter. Here's what we have for his verse. all together we have 2 bars of the C6, the 2 bars of F major 7, and then a bar of the C6 measure. And now we're to the chorus. So I'll play all of the chorus and then we'll talk about it. So, again, the rhythm, like what we're doing is, mainly improvised, but he's sticking to the dotted 8th, 16th, and 8th, followed by 2 16th rhythms. All right, so the first chord we have is an A minor 7, so that's a 5th string root. In this tuning, it's open, 2, open, 3, open. All right, then we're gonna have a D9 with no third. So that's fretted like a D sus2 in standard tuning. So open, 2, 3, open. Then we have this big F major 7 that we had before from the verse to the G at 11. Same way as the verse. Okay, then that all repeats. Those 4 measures repeat, and then at the end of the chorus there's an extra bar of the G at 11 tacked on, and it's played with the same rhythm for both bars, like. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to play the C for 2 bars and to F major 7 for 2 bars, exactly like you would play like the first total of first 4 bars of the verse. Okay, so then we have another like actual verse that comes in where he starts singing, and all we're going to do here is go back and forth between the C6 and F major 7 2 times, and then we're going to move on to the bridge section. So what I'm going to do, the bridge has a consistent part for the first half of it, and then it changes. So I'm just going to go through the chord progression that happens for the first part. Okay, so here's what we have. Alright, so we're doing the C6 chord for 2 beats, F major 7 for 2 beats, the D9 without the third for 2 beats, and then the big F major 7 for 2 beats. Okay, so you're going to do that a total of 3 times. Then what we have is we're going to start a new chord progression that goes a little bit differently. So it goes like this. So let me explain what happens. The first measure of this new progression is the same as the first measure as the last one. So we have the C6 to F major 7 thing. The next bar is the D9 to the G at 11. And then what we have is this weird bar of 2/4 of the G at 11. So we're just going to do the there. Then we have kind of a split bar of F to an E minor with the flat 6 added. So the F major 7 is the same big chord that we had before. This new kind of funky chord that we have is played open 2, the 4th string. It sounds like he's muting it. I mean, you could put it in there if you wanted to, it's not going to sound bad. Then you have the open 3rd string, and then the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So that's changing on the and of 2. So we have this from the beginning of the F major 7. So So that measure's a little slower. Okay, then we have a full measure of the D9 with no third. Then back to the F and the weird E minor. And then to D9 for a full measure. Okay, what we have next is the chorus, which is played the same way as it was before. This time though, to end the chorus, we're going to end with an A minor chord. And then, so the A minor chord is like the ending chord, so it ends with the relative minor. And the A minor in this tuning is played open 5th string, 2, 2, 3, open. And so what happens is the piano part is also playing A minor as sort of the ending chord here, and then the next measure transitions into like the melancholy reprise of the theme. So I'm not going to show you how to play the theme yet. I'm going to do a full separate lesson on the opening theme, how to arrange that piano part for guitar, and then as a discussion of that, I'll include how to do this piano ending to the album. Alright, so that does it for Farewell and Goodnight. If you'd like the tabs, you guys know the drill. Please shoot me an email. Please subscribe to my channel and all that good stuff. And I'll see you around for more melancholy. Alright, see you guys.